Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome to another Witch Wednesdays. So I'm playing The Sims, kind of, but we're not building this week. I'm going to be showing off something that I spent so much time working on. Mostly I think when I was at uni, actually. You know, I still come out with a first, so it's fine. But yeah, I spent a lot of time recreating buildings from the Witch TV series, specifically the TV series, in The Sims 4. Now, I think if you're wanting to make Heatherfield, probably Willow Creek is the neighbourhood you'd want to use, because it's got the nice river running through it. Heatherfield has a river. It sort of matches the sort of style of Heatherfield, but I went for Newcrest because it's, you know, it didn't have anything built on it, so I started a clean save and could just build straight onto Newcrest. But that's something I was super proud of and I've wanted to show off for such a long time. And I actually tried to make a video showing it off back last year, but that was when I didn't have like an Elgato, so it meant I was trying to record with the PS4's recording function, which is janky at the best of times because you accidentally hit the share button and it will just stop like what it's doing. Or it just stops recording randomly. It's a nightmare. You try and no matter what way you do it, it's not reliable. So, and I had to record the audio as a separate like Audacity file and then try and blend them, and I hated doing that. I kept trying to do it where like I had to try and like sync the audio and the video, and I just hated it. So having now that I can just record the whole thing straight together is so much better. So that means I can finally show off this creation. So this is Heatherfield in The Sims 4, or at least as much as I went ahead and made. So as a quick skim over, we have down here at the bottom we have Will's apartment. You can see we've got Will and her mum. This is the Sheffield Institute, so that's the school. The Silver Dragon, where the Lynn family live, including Caleb, as you can see, because he lives in the basement. City Hall Park, and City Hall itself sitting behind it. Up here we have Cedric's bookshop. We have Taranee's house with the Cook family, when it loads. Over here we have Cornelia's apartment, which obviously the apartment block should be a lot bigger, but you can only build 4 floors in The Sims, so we're working with what we've got. The Hale family. This is Elyon's house with the Brown family. And then last but not least, Irma's house with the Lair family. So I'm going to start with the one that I made first, which is the Silver Dragon, and we're just going to have a wee look around, and I'll talk you through what I did with it. The loading times in The Sims 4 on console are absolutely diabolical. The more packs I add, the more broken it gets. Right, so I should be able to, if I can remember, yeah, I was going to say if I can remember how to do this. So, just let me, get to grips with the controls again. As you can see, there's the others. There's the Sheffield Institute, there's Will's apartments, there's City Hall Park. So this bit's all, like, proper, like, witchy. Like, everything around here is just Heatherfield. This is a right Heatherfield area here. Obviously, I don't think Will actually lives that close to the school, or she'd never be late, but same with Halen, really. But this is just the best place to put it. So this we've got here is the Silver Dragon. I'm just trying to remember. Oh my god. Like I say, I'm just trying to remember what the controls are to work the tab. So this is the Silver Dragon here. I've got the like AC units on the roof here. We've got some like trash cans down here and stuff. I redid the path because I wanted it to kind of look more like the street. Obviously there is like additional shops and stuff. It's like on a street, it's not just a random building like this, but I didn't want to build anything additional, I just wanted to build the building itself. And we've got the awnings. I managed to go back once I got Dine Out and add some more like food related stuff to this. Obviously the signs outside are not particularly Silver Dragon related. We've got a jazz thing and a cactus with a cocktail, but you're working with what you got when you've got The Sims 4, working with what we've got. So, also the roof just would not work because, again, you work with what you've got with The Sims 4. But this is what I came up with, essentially. So we should be able to go in the front door. I've got so much loaded in that this thing's going to go really slow, so just bear with us, Here we go, into the woods. So this is the inside. We've got our little... Obviously this is not a menu, this is a vampire thing with a heart on it, but from a distance you wouldn't know that. These are our tables. I've got this thing because it kind of looks like a Chinese symbol, like a Chinese letter. It probably isn't. We've got some little tables with little condiment stands. We've got a menu up here. These kind of... It's like Day of the Dead by the looks of it, but it kind of looks Chinese because it's red, so... oh, we've got another like bulletin board up here with some stuff written on it. Because I feel like that's the thing that they would have. I cannot work this. There we go. A little menu here. Obviously they have a fish tank in the show. Kind of like here, so I put in a fish tank. And we've got like cabinets and stuff. And then I don't really know what to do, so I put in some bathrooms because the house, like, I felt like they need bathrooms, like it's a restaurant. So like we've got some just really standard little bathroom cubicles here. And then through here is the kitchen area. So this is the bit where they sit in the show all the time. This door, I think, leads outside. Yeah. I didn't know what was actually through that door, so I just didn't put anything through it and made it an outside door. But this is where they sit, like, in the show. Sorry about this. Like, this is where they sit, you know, when they're, like, sitting around the table. So I put in this little bit here so that, like... But I put it right next to the kitchen. This is the basement, because I didn't know where the door... Well, there wasn't really anywhere else to put it. So this is the kitchen. It's got, like, you know, your standard restaurant kitchen stuff. Down here we have the basement area. Oh, of course, it won't let me go down, will it? Because this is the floor. But you can see through here, if we kind of angle it well enough, that we've got some stuff. So there's like some plants, a bunch of boxes, like some crates, the bed, Caleb's swords. I put them on the floor. And just like some like kind of shelving and stuff, a table. Just like the kind of things that are kicking about in a basement, like the one in the Silver Dragon. And then if we go back through, we'll just go through the cabinets because screw it. I've put the staircase here. I don't really know where the staircase is. I mean, obviously it's not going to come straight down into the restaurant unless it's like Wizard's Waverly Place. But I don't really know where the staircase is that goes into Haylen's house. So I'll just put it there. It comes up straight into the kitchen because we never see Haylen's kitchen. So I just gave her a random kitchen. And then we've got a hallway up here. I've put some fireplace in and stuff. Through here is her living room that we see in a couple of episodes. This is the little bit where they sit and talk. We've got the couch where Jan Ling gives her the map of the portals. Through here, there's a door behind here in the show, so I put like a bedroom in here. So like, because I have all these set to be used as like proper like gameplay houses. So that's like a bedroom for like her parents. For the Lins, this is Jan Lin's room, and I just kind of decorated them the way that I kind of thought that they might look, like just kind of standard decor. But then obviously we know Haylen's room, so Haylen's room is along here, and it looks like this. Oh look, Haylen is here. Look at that. So she's got like her desk, her computer, her like art desk with some pencils and stuff on it, some boxes, some stuff on the floor because she's untidy, a bunch of posters and stuff on her walls, pictures and things, a big teddy. And her bookcase, which also has like figurines and stuff on it. Oh, and that one apparently is floating. I've never noticed that before. Okay. Oops. But yeah, that is the Silver Dragon. So that's house number 1. I think I have to go back out and go back in, don't I, to look at these. Let me just check. Because if I don't, that would make life so much easier. Yeah, I need to go out and come back in. Okay, so we will do that now. Okay, so here we are. At Will's apartment. Hold on, if I can get the roof back on. Okay, so these are this is her. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is going on? Wait, what? Oh, wait, am I in a different building? Wait, where am I? Oh, wait, I'm in the Sheffield Institute. That's why I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Okay. We'll just need to skedaddle back on round to the front, because we seem to be at the side of the building right now. So there's a silver dragon over there, as you can see, and these are Will's. This is Will's apartment block. So we see it in a few episodes, so I did try and do my best to make it look right from the outside, but actually the design and how it looks inside are quite difficult to achieve. Also, as you can see down there, I forgot to move the post box. So there's nothing on any of the floors. You can even see through the window there that there's like a wall up until Will lives on the top floor, as far as I could tell, so that's the only bit that I have actually went to the trouble of decorating. Also, you can see these windows don't actually join to the wall, but sometimes you just gotta use your move objects and make stuff look a bit different. Okay, so here we go. This is, I've got like the corridor outside like their apartments, and there's nothing else here, but this is their apartment. It's going to start flying now, because that always happens when you're on the top floor. Okay, so this is Will's apartment. This is the door that goes to the outside. In the show, I've pointed that out before, that like for some reason she's got a door by the looks of it which goes to the outside, but in one episode it is a cupboard. But there isn't actually enough room for a cupboard there with how the walls work, so don't know what that's about, but okay. That's Susan chilling. She looks like she's crying. Don't know what she's so upset about. I thought maybe she was watching TV, but oh, maybe she is. It's over there. Got some like books and stuff scattered around. This is their kitchen, with the fridge that talks. Then they have a little half wall here that goes over to the dining room, which is here. So we've got that in. They have a carpet that just sort of starts out of nowhere, so I included that. Over here is a little corridor, which you see every now and then when Will and her mum are arguing in the corridor outside Will's room. This is Will's room. Here's Will. She's on MSN by the looks of it. You know, has Cornelia blocked her off her online friends list today? We may never know. She's got some posters and stuff on her walls, because she does have a bunch of like VMJ posters and stuff in the show. So this is just her little room that obviously the perspective here is really, for God's sake, I'm so bad at controlling this. The perspective is really weird because it's so zoomed in, but just, you know, go with it. And then I made Susan's room, which I don't think we ever actually see, so I just made it like a kind of like, again, like a standard room with some like nice art and stuff on the walls. But yeah, like Will's apartment is quite small, so there's not really a lot to it, but that is it here. This is... The hell was that noise outside my house? But yeah, so that's Will's apartment. These are her apartment blocks. I think I spent a lot of time getting the outside right, and then when you actually get into the apartment, there isn't really that much to see. I will get Will to go over to the school so that we can look at the school. So, visit the library. Alright, yeah, I've got the school listed as a library. So we'll send her over there, and we can look at the school. And then we'll send her over to City Hall. So this one was the biggest and took the longest to make. This took so long to build. But I was quite pleased with it in the end. So this is the Sheffield Institute right here. The Sheffield Institute is quite a kind of big, dramatic building anyway. We'll just kind of fly over so you can see like it has like the courtyard and everything. It's got like a tower at the back. I built the little gym block thing that stands outside. The camera's actually going wild. But yeah, we will drop down and go on the front door. it will slow down once we get out of the sky. So I couldn't really get an archway that worked, so I just got like a regular sign and made it absolutely huge so that I could make like the archway. Also, like, from a distance this looks so good as the walls, but when you zoom in it's actually the newspaper wall. So like if you go in up close you can see this as newspapers. But from a distance it looks a lot like the brickwork at the Sheffield Institute, but up close it looks absolutely terrible. Anyway, figuring out the layout of this school was a nightmare, so I've just kind of rolled with what I thought. So it's got really high walls, obviously. And then I've just kind of put, like, classrooms all over the place. So, like, here's a classroom. It's got a menu as a blackboard, but, you know, go with it. Also, putting in copying all these desks and chairs so many times was so annoying. And it's like, I've got a lot of these, just classrooms. So like again, if we go in here, it's just exactly the same, just another classroom. Is there anything through here? Or is this like a random tower? Oh, this is a computer room. Okay, sure. So this is like a computer room library bit. It's got some chess tables in it, and some computers, and some bookcases. Because I was trying to create, like, so this is the hallway, I think, where their lockers are. Like, in the first season, they have lockers next to the windows. In the second season, they have lockers in the middle of the school. Don't ask me why. But, so this is meant to be the corridor where their lockers are. Down here is, what's this? Another classroom, as you can see. And then round here, there's more lockers. And down here, there's more lockers. Or maybe this is the corridor where the lockers were. Who knows? Through here is... the auditorium. This was the best I could do for an auditorium. I made all the chairs float so that it kind of looked like an auditorium and a stage, but this was about the best I could do. But they do obviously have an auditorium because we see it in a few episodes. Sorry, I'm scratching my ear. Sorry about that. If we go down here, more lockers. Out here is the courtyard, with Old Man Sheffield, the statue. We see that in a few episodes, and we see them out here in this courtyard quite a lot, having conversations and stuff, so I put that in. And that's the other end of the auditorium. I think this is the canteen down here, or the cafeteria, whatever you want to call it. This is the cafeteria. So this is the cafeteria that we see a lot of the time. And then this is the kitchen. I know it's a bit ramshackle, but just, again, go with it. The kitchen that Jan Lin ends up working in one episode. If we go through here. I think this takes us back around to the entrance. But this here is the staircase that we see in R's for Relentless. Well, we see it in a few episodes. We see it in, like, Happy Birthday Will and stuff. But in R's for Relentless, I always remember because, like, it's the staircase that Shagon is, like, standing at the top of and, like, tormenting the girls. So if we go up the stairs. So this, I think, is Principal Knickerbocker's office. And these are the chairs. Yeah, this is Principal Knickerbocker's office. And those are the chairs that you see them sitting on outside if you're waiting to see the principal. So it's, like, quite ornate. It's got, like, some big bookshelves and stuff. Some paintings on the wall. More lockers. That looks like it goes a door to nowhere. Or a window. Maybe it's a window. And these are just some more classrooms. So, like, some more classrooms. They've got slightly different desks in this one. I keep forgetting the controls. Same with this one, I think. Yeah, just some more classrooms, some more lockers, some notice boards and stuff up around the school. This is just a big wide open area with some toilets in it because people need to use the bathroom. Through here is another classroom that's a slightly different shape. And I think the school only is 2 stories. I think everything up here is just design work. So, like, like, you can see around the back here, like, this tower and stuff has nothing in it, but it was just to try and, like, create, like, if we go in, like, there's nothing in it. It was just to try and create, like, that style. Because the school, actually, like, the actual architecture of the school is really chaotic. It took a while and a lot of references to try and get this right, but I think in the end I did. And then down here, if I can find my down button, there we go, is the school gym that we see that they have, like, dances and stuff in. Which seems to be, like, an additional bit outside. I mean, it's not and it is. Like, there's a corridor outside of it, I think, in H is for Hunted, but then in Walk This Way, it was in a separate building. So, don't ask me. Don't ask me. And then we've just got, like, some trees and stuff around the outside. So, yeah, that is Sheffield Institute. I was genuinely really proud of that. Like, it took so long to build, and I think it came out looking pretty good. In my personal humble bragging opinion. I'll send her to the City Hall now. I should be able to look at the park without sending her there, because it's just a park, but I'll send her to the City Hall, which I've got classed as a museum. Okay, so we're at City Hall, so if I just pause it, we'll look at the park first. I don't know why the park is glowing. What is going on there? Okay, it was just my cursor. That's fine, because that's stressful. Right, so, City Hall Park, which we see in a few episodes, the girls, like, hang out there, have conversations and stuff. So, I mean, it's just a park. So I just kind of made it look like a park. The most difficult part was that the park has has a river running through it and, like, bridges over it, and you know that you know, bridges. They might have them in the new Cottage Living pack, I don't know, but bridges were always a bit of a pain in the arse because they didn't really have any way of making them. When they put in the terrain tool, I managed to at least kind of make these bumps that are sort of like bridges. It doesn't really work, but, you know. But we see them sit next to the bridge and stuff in certain episodes. Oh, I forgot to put on the roof the rest of the building. So that was pretty much the best I could do. So this is City Hall Park. It's got a City Hall, so it's got, like, a statue outside of it. It's got some grass and stuff. So we see the City Hall in Happy Birthday Will. I can't remember if we see it in any other episode, but, like, it exists, so I put it in. But I was working with kind of, like, what I had, because there's not really a lot to go on in this one. And it's super dark in Happy Birthday Will, so we've got, like, I'm pretty sure that's just nothing in there. We've got a big staircase. I think I didn't put stuff in every room. I think I'm, like, so in here, like, I've got a bathroom with no stalls. I have, like, I'm pretty sure I got bathroom stalls with the university pack, but, you know, yeah, whatever. And then I've just kind of made it, like, there's just stuff, like, it's just, most of it look, like, quite kind of ornate and expensive. Yeah, there's, like, someone's office in here. So, what's this over here? Like a library type room with records and stuff in it, which we see, like, in the show when they're looking for the records about Elyon. Up here I haven't done anything, like, I just left it. It's just a floor. And then this is the roof. God's sake. Yeah, so this is City Hall. So, like I say, there isn't really a lot in it. It's just sort of, it's just what it is. There's just not really a lot to it, but I really wanted to include it because it's, like, it is a Heatherfield landmark, so I wanted it to be there. So I built it. We'll go and look at now, we'll go and look at Irma's house, I think. Okay, so this is Irma's house, with the Lear family inside. So Irma's house has also got quite a kind of chaotic design. They sort of all do. I don't know what the artists were doing. I mean, I love it, but, like, chaos. Oops. Oh, right, I forgot I don't have the tab on. I'm like, why is this not working? So there's Anna, by the looks of it. Yeah, Anna and Irma just, like, chilling out the front door. But this is the house. we'll do a quick kind of swirl around. So like I say, like, it's really chaotic architecture. She's got this, like, huge, like, platform bit at the back of her house, so I've included that. And some really, really weird roof design. It's also got the garage off the floor because, I had to make the garage, like, separate to, like, the door to get into it because of this game's stupid platforming bullshit with, foundations. So, anyway. We see Irma's house quite a lot in the show. Like, her house does feature quite a bit, so I had a lot to go off of for this one, so that was pretty cool. So this is our living room. There's our dad watching TV. There's the couch by the windows that we see the girls sitting in quite a bit. Don't know why those windows are so low to the ground, ignore that. Through here we have just a hall with, like, some tables and stuff. Okay, the hall goes to nowhere. That's fine. Like, I mean, this is what I mean. It's because of the bizarre architecture. Like, I just had to fill out bits with stuff. Through here is a dining room by the looks of it. Just a dining room. Through here is her kitchen. If I can find the door. Oh, it's there. Wait, no, that's not the kitchen door. What the hell? It's like an earthquake. Did I get rid of the door by accident? Oh. The door is gone. There was a door. That's why I was confused. It must have disappeared when I put in the stairs. Oops. There was a door there. This is her kitchen, obviously. That we see her in quite a bit in the series. This house does feature quite a bit. Yeah, there's meant to be a door there. We'll head up the stairs. So we've got, like, a lamp. I've got some corridors and stuff, again, to try and work out this architecture. So this is Anna and Tom's room that we see Irma go into that one time in that one episode. This is Chris's room, which I've just kitted out with, like, boys things, some posters and stuff. Or is this Irma's room that Chris is in? This is Irma's room, isn't it? Yeah, I've kitted out with, like, yeah, it's sort of stereo or posters. This is meant to be, like, for Leafy. I didn't realise that it had, like, I've never seen it up close before. I didn't realise that it had a haunted house in it with the gravestones, but okay. Yeah, this must be Irma's room. It's got, like, a teen bed. Well, yeah, the bedside table. This is definitely Irma's room that Chris is just chilling in. So, this is Irma's room. It's got clothes all over the floor because she's chaotic and messy. And Chris's room, I think, is around here. We've got this huge, big open space here because the house is so big for the amount of stuff that's actually in it. Okay, Chris's room is not. Where the hell is Chris's room? Let's just zoom right through and see if I can find it. What? Wait, where is his room? Did I not build him a room? Oh no. Did I not? Did I forget to build Chris a bedroom? Surely not. I think I did. Oh wow. And here's me like, oh, I'm quite proud of, like, Irma's house. Oh no. How did that even happen? I built such a chaotic, huge top floor and I didn't build a room for Chris. That is shocking. Wow. Okay, well I should really put it at the back of the house here or something, like that big space there that's got nothing in it. I'll probably need to add in a bedroom. Wow, I can't believe I've never noticed that. That's horrific. Anyway. And this is the back of her house here. She's got this big patio bit outside that we see sometimes, so I included that. And then down here is her garage. I can't believe I forgot to make him a bedroom. What was I doing? Did I just forget he existed? Like, I've made him in the family. Oh, for God's sake. And this is just her garage, so I just filled it with some junk, because that episode, obviously, where, like, Blunt keeps all his junk in her garage. But we've lost the door to get into it because of the foundations. And then I've got a car, because, of course, everyone needs a car. But yeah, that's Irma's house. Over here is Elyon, so we'll go and check out that one next. Okay, so here we are at Elyon's house. That's Thomas Brown, apparently. Here's Elyon. That's what Elyon looks like, because we don't really have cute Elyon pigtails, which is a shame. So that was the best I could do. Her house has the most bizarre architecture of all of the houses in Heatherfield. Her house is a complete gothic, chaotic mess. So this was the best I could do. None of the colours match. It's got these crazy, like, roof things going on. It's just wild. Her house is like nothing I've ever seen. Right. Wow, that's going slow. So, like, I had to end up doing, like, I had to put that wallpaper on the front, and I had to put this massive, like, roof decoration right through the middle of her house, because there was just no way to get it to look right. It just looked so weird. Her house has the strangest design. It took ages to figure out how I was meant to make this one. But we went with it. It also is really dark inside. I don't know why her parents felt like we needed to look like some kind of gothic mansion. Like, don't know, you know, like her, like, why? So here's Elyon here, just chilling. Anyway, I've got her trying to, like, like the purple outfit she wears in the show, which is pretty decent. Yeah, her living room is incredibly dark. I can't remember if that is if we do see it in the show, or if I just made it dark to match the rest of her gothic ass house. Giving her a dining room here, because we see her kitchen. This part at least we do see. So this is her little kitchen, where her family, you know, have that conversation about how her family tree isn't clogged up with a bunch of family members. Honestly, I feel so bad for Elyon in that episode. Like, when I was younger, I had a real thing about Elyon, like, I didn't like her. You know, I just didn't. Like, I just really didn't like Elyon. And then as I got older, I just realised how bad I felt for her. And I'm like, to be honest, she had a reason to be whiny, because her life is a disaster. Oh, wow. Anyway, this is Elyon's room? Yeah, this is Elyon's room. It's really small, but, like, this is her room. This is her 4-poster bed that she has. Those are the cupboards that, like, the portal opens up in, and then a bunch of, like, monsters and lurdens just, like, oh my god, what's wrong with this? Appear into her bedroom. So that's what this is meant to be. And I ended up putting it right on the corner of this crazy-ass house. Then she's got a piano and stuff out here. I just feel like her parents are overdramatic. This is her parents' room. It's just really basic. Yeah, I just get the sense that the Browns as a family are incredibly dramatic. And then out in the back garden, she has a pool, because we see it in C is for Changes. No, D is for Dangerous. Actually, no, I think we see it in C is for Changes as well. Because this is where, like, Caleb and Elyon and stuff are living while Elyon's on Earth in season 2. And she has a pool, and Caleb is, like, training Matt by the pool. So, she's, like, the only one that does. So she has a pool, so I've got this nice back bit. And then, of course, she has the scary dungeon under her house, where, the whole thing about the secret wall from... Oh, of course, it won't let me in, because I keep forgetting that you can't go into basements when you're in this mode. But basically, it's just your standard, like, basement. It's just got some, like, basement-y things in it, like, the same as the Silver Dragon, just, like, some basement-y stuff. But yeah, they had that whole thing in C's for Changes about how, like, they had a secret wall in the basement, and Miranda was trying to convince everybody that, like, the Guardians had murdered Elyon and put her behind the fake wall, which is actually so dark, and I'll never quite understand what the fuck was going on in that episode. C's for Changes is one of my least favourite episodes, because I think it was, like, the idea was there, like, the concept, but the execution was poor. But, yeah, the fact that they had it that, like, Miranda was trying to go around and convince everybody that the Guardians had murdered Elyon and put her behind a fake wall in her basement, like some kind of fucking Discovery Plus true crime documentary. I don't know what they were doing. But anyway, that's Elyon's house. We'll go and see Cornelia's, which took me so long because obviously since Cornelia is my favourite, I really wanted to get her house right. But God, is it difficult because her house is... We don't see it a huge amount in the show, and when we do see it, the layout doesn't make any sense. So... And again, chaotic architecture. Heatherfield is just built on chaotic architecture. Okay, so this is Cornelia. If we just pop the roof back on. So, like I say, her one was kind of complicated because it is an apartment block. You can only make 4 floors. And again, bizarre architecture. So I did what I could. So this is Cornelia's apartment block, kind of. The actual, like, layout in the show is just really strange. Like, it's got this kind of weird, like... I don't know, the floors are, like, really jaggy, if that makes sense. It's a very complex design, so I did what I could to try and recreate that, but Cornelia lives in a 2-story penthouse. So, like, the only thing I could do was make one other floor with the kind of jaggy design to try and represent what it looks like. So, it's a bit of a stretch, but I did what I could. Also, you can't have curved walls or windows in this game, which meant that Cornelia's curved living room meant that I had to put a fucking balcony with no windows in it to try and represent her curved living room wall, because just, you know... Again, The Sims 4 just, like, loves to make people suffer. It's like, you could just put in curved walls. Like, it really isn't that big of a stretch to have a fucking curved wall. But they're like, it would be. So this is, like, meant to be... At the time, I didn't have City Living to include, like, an elevator, and by the time I did, it was too much hassle to try and put it back in. So we've just got a staircase that leads... Jesus. We just have a staircase that leads up to the apartment. I realised I just went in on the wrong floor. So this is the front door through here. So this is her entryway. And then this is her apartment. So there's Cornelia here. I've got her in her big long skirt. This is her living room that we see and, like, use for Undivided, B's for Betrayal, stuff like that. It's got a wall. It's got a staircase that comes down the middle. I think she had, there's, like, some pot plants and stuff in here and, like, her TV and stuff. And then over here we have the kitchen, which kind of just, like, sits in the middle of the floor for some reason. So we've got, like, cabinets. It's got these, like, you can... I couldn't really figure out how to make this bit work, so, like, I just put windows in it, and I'm like, whatever. Because, like, I can't just have cabinets suspended from the ceiling, but they don't have it where you can have, like, half a wall at the top and the bottom, so that was the best I could do. So this is, like, the little kitchen. The little kitchen area here that we see kind of Elizabeth hanging around in quite often. This is their little table. I'm sorry, I don't know why it keeps wobbling like that. It looks like, honestly, it looks like an earthquake. What is going on? But yeah, this is what I had to do to create the illusion of curved walls, which is really annoying. It's like piss irritating, but whatever. So then through here is the dining room that you can kind of see through the wall. I don't think we ever actually see anyone eating there, but you can see it through the wall in the scenes where they're in their kitchen, so I included that. Through here is Elizabeth and Harold's room, because I didn't have space to put it anywhere else. And there was a door here, like, in the show, so I just decided that that's the door to their, There's also a door here, so it's just a door to nothing, so ignore that. But it's just to create the illusion of me knowing what I'm doing. Yeah, so I didn't really know where else to put it, so I put it there. This is their staircase. They've got, like, kind of dramatic stairs in their house with this, like... They have, like, this kind of... Yeah, like, this walkway that's suspended over the stairs, but there was just no way to fit that and the corridor in, so I kind of had to amalgamate them, so now the corridor and the walkway are the same thing, so, like I say, it's like... It's really chaotic, because now, if you can see from here, like, we have this suspended walkway to these 2 rooms, which are definitely in a corridor in the show, but there was just no other way to do it. There isn't enough space to have both. So anyway, So this is Lillian's room, which, oh look, here's Elizabeth and Lillian. Her room is like super pink, as we see in the show. So like she's got a big fairy castle, she's got some big toys. Like I just went crazy and gave her like all the stuff. Just really kitted her out with everything that a little girl would want. I love that castle. Like I would have died for a castle like that when I was a kid. I absolutely love doll houses. I still do now. I love to make those DIY miniature houses. So like this here, where did it go? This here, that's my shit. That's my shit right there. I love it. Okay, now I'm way too zoomed in. And then over here is Cornelia's room. So she's got like, this is her walk-in closet here. You can kind of see it, but like the camera's moving too fast. But yeah, she's got like her walk-in closet. This is a little bit that she has with her desk. Don't know why Harold's sitting at her desk, but okay. Yeah, she's got this little desk area. She's got some bookcases. She's got a load of mirrors because she loves to look at herself. Some big windows, and then her bed, and like that's meant to be like a trophy. I think that's an urn, but whatever. Some posters and stuff, some books, some pictures, some nail polish, just like typical Cornelia things. I know the colours look really weird, but this is genuinely the colour of her room. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, she just, I don't know why her room is this colour, but it actually is in the show. It is definitely that colour. But yeah, so that is the Hales apartment. It's a bit odd, but it was the best I could do with what I had. It was a really difficult one to build. But I think now we've got 2 left, so we'll go and see Taranee in her house, and then we'll send her over to Cedric's bookshop. Okay, here we go. There's Taranee. She's making chops or something. Yep, she's making chops. I really like the top that I got for her. I feel like it's very Taranee. It's the one good thing about the dark blue hair in this game. It's like, it's normally really like ugly, but it works perfectly for like Taranee and witch characters like that. One thing I didn't do was do Matt's house. That's like the one thing I'm missing in this game. I don't have Matt's house. I should probably do something about that. There was another feel like I wanted to do like the Golden Diner and stuff, like really just kit it out with every place that we've ever seen. But I haven't got around to doing it. So Taranee's house is absolutely massive. Now, I mean, fair enough, her mum is a lawyer. Or she's a judge. I don't know what her dad does. But clearly these lot are loaded. So they've got this like big driveway area. They have a fountain in their front garden. They have this massive like kind of colonial style mansion. It's got a balcony. It's huge. It's a big ass house. So anyway. Now, I can't remember how much we see of Taranee's, like, living room area, so this is what I went for. I can't remember if this is, like, actually from the show, or if I just put it in. I don't really remember. We don't see very much of Taranee's house throughout the series. We see her kitchen in the Rebel Rescue, which is probably the most we see of her kitchen, if we ever see it again. You'll never see me again! But it has like this complete wall of windows, so it took me ages to like figure out how I was supposed to like include it in the house with all these windows. So we ended up putting it here, which has made it really big, and I couldn't figure out what to do with the kitchen door, so like it's over here. You know, the bit where like Caleb comes stumbling in the back door, this is like this bit here. So I think I've got it pretty much spot on, but that's like one of the only rooms we ever see very much of. I forgot to move the fucking mailbox in here as well. What's in here? I think it's like a bathroom or something. Yeah, just like a standard bathroom, because, again, all the houses need bathrooms. Did I give Cornelia's house a bathroom? You know, now that I think about it, I don't remember there being a bathroom in that house. I could always put one in one of the other flats downstairs, like, and no one would know. So in here we've got a bedroom. Is this Taranee's room? Yeah, this is Taranee's room, because she has the balcony. Because we see her on it with Nigel in Chaos for Knowledge. So she's got this balcony area outside. And this is her room here. She's got her computer, she's got her desk, she's got like her bookshelves, her cupboards and stuff, and her bed. Not a huge amount of decoration, but I'm sure she's got pictures on her stuff on the wall. Since they are really rich, I put a giant statue in their upstairs landing, because why not? Why the fuck not? They are rich people. Through here is, like, I suppose, Teresa and Lionel's bedroom. It's just like a standard bedroom. And it's got an ensuite. Because I'm generous like that, and I decided that I would give them an ensuite. They have 2 bathrooms, and I don't think Cornelia has any bathrooms, but whatever. Cornelia's family are so rich, they're like too rich for bathrooms. They're like too rich to pee in their own house, that's what it is. Here's Teresa, chilling. So this is Peter's bedroom, which I don't think we ever see, but I just kind of went with what I think Peter would make his room look like, and because he's like a gym bunny, I gave him like this. Also, I couldn't really find like a ponytail and like dreads or anything that worked, at least not with the packs I had at the time, so I've given him this top knot, which is a real shame because he has awesome dreads and that was the best I could do, but whatever. Yeah, so I just gave him this like kind of room because I thought that kind of suited him. And then out the back door, they just have like a little garden area, so like I just gave them like, they live out in the country because you can see through like when they leave, like out Taranee's window, and then when they leave in the Rebel Rescue that she kind of lives like rural. There's like windmills and stuff in the background, so like she's got this kind of like big pond area outside, so I feel like that works quite well. And then I've given her a barbecue because her dad obviously likes to barbecue because he likes to go camping in the wilderness and stuff, so I included that. Is this a garage, or is that their, oh, I think that's their bathroom. Is it? What is this? Oh, I think this is their garage, isn't it? Yeah, this is their garage, and I put a car in it, even though there's no doors. But it's got a car in it. It's got a car in it anyway, because I am dedicated. Yeah, so we'll go and look now. That's Taranee's big gorgeous mansion. We'll go and look now at Cedric's bookshop, which is over there. So I will send her. Visit the isolated venue. Why is it called an isolated venue? She'll have to leave behind her stakes, but I'm sure she'll live. Why is that loading screen saying okay so threatening? That's giving me like the real fear. I don't like it. Okay, so here we are at Cedric's bookshop, the isolated venue, which I suppose it is, like, once he leaves, like, it is an isolated venue, and a creepy venue at that. So, this is the bookshop. I couldn't get anything that would look like a proper sign for a bookshop, so I just had to go with music notes, because it does have, like, big panels on it in the show, but, like, that was, like, the best I could do. So, it's got a similar layout to the Silver Dragon, because they are similar in design outside, since they're both like downtown Heatherfield corner buildings. So they've got like a similar design, a similar style. And then if we pop in the creepy front doors into the creepy bookshop, I just decked the place out in books. There's bookshelves of all different shapes and sizes, a stool, we've got books here, books here, books here, book display here, books, and I think if we go through, if we go through here, so like, if you look through the window, there's like actual books like on display through the windows, because I put a desk right in the window bit and put books on it, and then we've got bookcases through here, you go through here into the creepy back, more bookcases, just loads and loads of bookcases, for Cedric and Phobos to cook up their mysterious plans and trick Elyon. And it's incredibly bright. Admittedly, I should probably get rid of... I think I've got those, like, the lights that you can't see in gameplay. I should probably take them out and make it pitch black because, like, it's Cedric's creepy bookshop. I don't think there's anything up... No. So, that's it. It's just a book. It's just got loads of books in it. But yeah, so, and you can see the books there as well on that side. But yeah, that is my version of Heatherfield in The Sims. Like I say, I want to add in like Matt's house and the Golden Diner and stuff, and I probably will one day, but I haven't added anything to this in a good long while, and I mentioned in my last Sims video that I haven't been building in The Sims for God knows how long, so I will get back into it though, and I probably will add them. But for now, this is it. These are all my creations, and every single one of these is available on the gallery. They have things like, I mean, that is just called the Sheffield Institute, Silver Dragon, City Hall Park. I think those are just called, like, I think it's just like Will Vandam House, like Irma Lair House, Elyon Brown House, like I think it's just that, like Cornelia Hale House, Cedric's Bookshop. They are all on the gallery. So if you want to download any of them, none of them have any custom content because I play on console, so there's no custom content. There is content from various packs, but I'm sure you can replace whatever disappears. But yeah, if you want to download any of these, if you want to... I also have the families that I've made, I'm pretty sure, on the gallery as well. So, like, if you want to get, like, the Hale family, the Browns, Will and her mum, you know, like, if you want any of these families, and you can play with them, and you can make your own Heatherfield, and then, like, join everyone up, make everyone have relationships, and, you know, just recreate, you live your witch dreams in The Sims 4. I absolutely implore you to do that, because that is what I do. But thank you for watching, and, you know, go and enjoy The Sims. Go and download and have fun in your own Sims world. And when you do that, I'll be here making more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.